Your mind is a powerful tool, capable of shaping your reality in ways you may not even realize. The energy and attention you give to a thought, goal, or vision determine the opportunities that show up in your life. Where focus goes, opportunity flows. This is a reminder that what you dwell on expands. If you focus on problems, you will see more obstacles. If you focus on possibilities, you will notice doors opening where you once saw walls. The key to manifestation is directing your focus with intention and clarity. Instead of scattering your energy on distractions, worries, or fears, channel it toward the vision of what you desire. Your brain is wired to seek patterns, and when you repeatedly concentrate on something, your subconscious mind begins identifying opportunities that align with your focus. Imagine someone who dreams of financial success. If they constantly think about debt, scarcity, and what they lack, their energy attracts more financial struggle. However, if they shift their focus to abundance, creative income opportunities, and financial wisdom, their reality starts mirroring those beliefs. The same principle applies to relationships, health, and personal growth. What you give your attention to grows. This does not mean you ignore challenges or pretend problems don't exist. It means you shift your perspective from obstacles to solutions. Instead of asking, "Why is this happening to me?" ask, "How can I grow from this?" By focusing on growth, expansion, and progress, you invite new opportunities and fresh perspectives into your life. To put this into practice, start by becoming aware of where your attention goes daily. Are you focusing on what is wrong, or are you focusing on what is possible? Make a conscious effort to direct your thoughts toward abundance, success, and the fulfillment of your desires. The more you do this, the more the universe responds by aligning circumstances in your favor. The key to manifestation is not force, but relaxation. When you relax, you open yourself to the infinite possibilities the universe has to offer. When you trust the process, life unfolds in your favor. Most people believe that hard work and persistence alone are enough to achieve their dreams. However, true manifestation requires a balance of intention and surrender. When you are in a state of ease, your energy aligns with the flow of the universe, making it easier for opportunities, connections, and abundance to come into your life. Relaxation allows you to be more receptive to the signs and guidance the universe provides, ensuring that you move towards your desires without resistance or struggle. This guide will take you through the essential principles of relaxed manifestation, teaching you how to let go of resistance, align with abundance, and take inspired action effortlessly. You will learn how to dissolve mental and emotional barriers, cultivate inner peace, and tap into the natural flow of creation. By following these lessons, you will shift your energy, rewire your mindset, and unlock a life where everything flows to you with ease. Let's dive in and begin your journey to manifesting everything you desire. Trust the process, embrace the journey, and allow your dreams to unfold in perfect timing. Chapter 1. The Power of Release. Manifestation starts with release. You must first clear the mental and emotional clutter that weighs you down. Most people cling to desires with an iron grip, believing that desperation will bring them closer to their goals. But the paradox is this: the more you chase, the more elusive your desires become. Think of the ocean. When you squeeze water tightly in your hand, it slips through your fingers. But if you relax your palm, the water remains. The same principle applies to manifestation. Let go of your desperate need, and you create space for it to flow into your life naturally. Holding on to desires with force creates tension, and tension repels. When your mind is caught up in the struggle, it blocks the very thing you seek. Instead of forcing outcomes, cultivate an inner environment of ease and flow. The universe responds best to a relaxed and trusting state. This is why those who seem effortlessly lucky are often the ones who trust deeply and let go of rigid expectations. Another way to understand this principle is by looking at nature. Trees do not force themselves to grow, they simply exist, reaching toward the sunlight, allowing the rain to nourish them, and trusting the soil beneath them. They embody the essence of non-resistance. If you align yourself with this kind of effortless growth, you naturally attract abundance and success without unnecessary struggle. Releasing attachment does not mean giving up on your desires. Instead, it means detaching from the need for them to happen in a specific way or within a certain time frame. Often, our biggest limitations come from our own expectations. When we fixate on a single way our desires must manifest, we unknowingly restrict the universe from delivering something even better. Detachment allows you to remain open to limitless possibilities rather than being bound by your own narrow vision. When you learn to trust divine timing, you open the door to unexpected blessings, often far greater than you originally imagined. The universe operates with a level of wisdom that far surpasses human logic. It orchestrates circumstances in a way that brings about the best possible outcomes. By releasing your grip on how things should unfold, you shift your energy from a place of scarcity to one of ease, signaling that you trust the process. Practice this principle by shifting your mindset from "I need this to happen" to "I trust this is unfolding in perfect timing." Notice how your energy softens when you do this, allowing the manifestation process to accelerate. The more you trust, the faster things flow. When you detach from the outcome and embrace the journey, you create space for things to unfold naturally, without resistance or pressure. The key to attracting what you want is to let go and let life bring it to you in the best way possible. Each time you find yourself doubting or feeling anxious about a goal, take a deep breath and remind yourself, "I release this with trust, knowing the universe is working on my behalf." Over time, you'll notice how much more easily things fall into place when you relax and allow, rather than force and control. Every night before bed, practice the release meditation. Close your eyes, take deep breaths, and imagine releasing your desires into the universe like a feather floating away. Trust that they will return at the perfect moment. Chapter 2. The Law of Relaxed Focus. People misunderstand focus. They believe it means intense concentration, but true focus is effortless. It is the gentle yet steady attention given to what you want, like the sun shining on a tree without forcing it to grow. Focus, in its purest form, is not about strain, but about alignment. When your mind, emotions, and actions are in harmony with your desires, focus becomes a natural state rather than a forced effort. The Stoics believed in amor fati, the love of fate. Instead of resisting, they embraced the natural unfolding of life. This aligns perfectly with manifestation. The key is to hold a vision lightly in your mind, trusting that it will come to you at the right time. When you fixate too much on a goal, you introduce tension and fear of failure. However, when you hold your vision with relaxed confidence, you invite the universe to work in your favor without resistance. Another crucial element of relaxed focus is mindfulness. Being present in the moment allows you to channel your energy efficiently rather than scattering it across anxieties about the future or regrets about the past. Think of a stream flowing effortlessly towards the ocean. It does not question its path, nor does it resist the journey. Similarly, when you focus on the present moment while keeping your vision in mind, you naturally move towards your goals without unnecessary struggle. The key to effective focus is learning how to quiet the noise of your mind and remove the distractions that pull you away from your true path. Every moment you spend worrying about potential failures or regretting past decisions is energy diverted from creating your ideal future. Instead, embrace a state of flow where your attention is anchored in the present while still being aligned with your ultimate vision. This form of focus also enhances your awareness. When your mind is relaxed yet intentional, you start noticing opportunities and synchronicities that were always there but previously overlooked due to stress and overthinking. The universe constantly provides signs, but they often go unnoticed when your mind is cluttered with unnecessary tension. It is in this state of relaxed yet directed awareness that powerful manifestations occur. Your attention, when balanced, becomes a magnet for the very things you seek. Imagine an artist painting a masterpiece. They do not frantically rush the strokes, nor do they overthink every line. They allow their intuition to guide them, trusting in the process. Similarly, your journey toward your goals should be approached with a sense of trust and creative flow, rather than control and rigidity. When you focus on your vision while remaining open to the process, you remove resistance and let things unfold naturally. So, practice this principle by cultivating an effortless focus. Hold your vision, trust the process, and allow life to bring what is meant for you without force or desperation. The more you let go of frantic effort, the more naturally your manifestations will come to fruition. Take moments throughout your day to realign your focus, reminding yourself that clarity and ease go hand in hand. Each time you feel yourself falling into patterns of doubt or worry, return to the present, breathe deeply, and trust in the unfolding of your path. The key is to create an inner atmosphere of peace, where you are open to receiving guidance and inspired action rather than being driven by anxiety or fear. Developing effortless focus also involves deepening your connection to intuition. When your mind is calm and centered, you can better hear the subtle nudges from your inner wisdom, guiding you toward the right opportunities. Instead of forcing decisions out of fear of missing out, allow clarity to emerge naturally. Trust that when the time is right, the path will reveal itself, and you will know what action to take. Furthermore, practice expanding your awareness of the present moment. When you are fully present, you notice more synchronicities, insights, and solutions that you might have missed when lost in overthinking. Every step you take with mindfulness strengthens your ability to manifest effortlessly. The journey becomes enjoyable rather than a source of stress, and each moment aligns with your highest potential. Remember, manifestation is not about perfect execution, but about embracing the flow of life with trust and clarity. The more you cultivate a sense of ease, the more naturally your desires align with you. When doubt arises, replace it with faith in the process. Breathe, center yourself, and remind yourself that everything is unfolding for your highest good. Start your day by visualizing your desires with a relaxed mind. Picture them happening effortlessly without forcing details. Then, go about your day knowing they are on their way. Chapter 3. The Frequency of Abundance. Manifestation is not about asking, but aligning. The universe does not respond to words. It responds to energy. When you relax and feel abundant, abundance flows to you. When you feel desperate, you push it away. The energy you emit shapes the circumstances you attract. So instead of focusing on lack, cultivate a sense of inner richness. The more gratitude and confidence you embody, the easier it becomes for abundance to manifest in your reality. Imagine you are a radio. If you want to hear jazz music, you must tune in to the right frequency. If you're tuned into fear, scarcity, or stress, you will only receive more of the same. The secret is to embody the feelings of what you desire before it arrives. Just as an artist envisions a completed masterpiece before putting brush to canvas, you must mentally and emotionally step into the reality of what you seek. Envision yourself as already having achieved what you want, experiencing the joy, confidence, and satisfaction that come with it. Energy alignment requires conscious effort. Begin by shifting your internal dialogue. Replace thoughts of doubt and uncertainty with affirmations of abundance and success. Observe the way you speak to yourself and ensure that your language reinforces positivity. In addition, create habits that align with your goals. If you desire financial freedom, for example, adopt the habits and mindset of someone who already embodies financial abundance. Cultivate a routine that mirrors the lifestyle of the person you aspire to become. Furthermore, tune in to the feelings of your desired reality by engaging in activities that uplift and energize you. The more you immerse yourself in experiences that generate joy, the more effortlessly you align with abundance. Whether it's weightlifting, running, dancing, traveling, meditating, painting, writing, or connecting with loved ones, prioritize activities that elevate your state of being. The more time you spend in a state of joy and inspiration, the stronger your vibrational alignment with abundance becomes. This alignment with joy creates a powerful magnetic force, drawing opportunities, synchronicities, and unexpected blessings into your life with ease. Expanding your exposure to enriching experiences allows your mind to naturally dwell in a space of limitless possibilities. Take time to indulge in creative pursuits that inspire your imagination. Engage with nature, music, art, and stimulating conversations that fuel your passions. The more engaged you are with uplifting activities, the more naturally you attract abundance. Each moment spent in positivity strengthens the energetic foundation of your manifestations. Finally, practice patience and unwavering faith. Manifestation is not instantaneous. It requires trust in the unseen forces at work. When obstacles arise, recognize them as opportunities for growth rather than setbacks. Every challenge is a stepping stone, refining your alignment and strengthening your belief in the process. The more you trust, the more swiftly and smoothly abundance flows into your reality. One of the most powerful ways to cultivate patience is by shifting your perception of time. Many people view time as an adversary, feeling pressured by deadlines and expectations. However, when you begin to see time as an ally rather than an obstacle, you allow the natural unfolding of events to take place. Time is not something you have to race against. It is something you can embrace as part of your manifestation journey. Another key component of unwavering faith is consistency. Just as a gardener does not plant a seed and expect an immediate harvest, you must continue nurturing your desires with positive thoughts, gratitude, and inspired action. Each moment of trust reinforces your energetic alignment, helping you stay receptive to signs, synchronicities, and guidance from the universe. Remind yourself that setbacks are merely redirections guiding you toward an even better path. Trust the unfolding of your journey, knowing that what is meant for you will always arrive in perfect timing. The universe is always working in your favor, orchestrating events and connections that will ultimately lead you exactly where you are meant to be. Each delay, each detour, and each moment of uncertainty is part of a greater, divinely orchestrated plan. Keep faith, stay open, and allow the universe to surprise you with blessings beyond what you imagined. List 5 things that make you feel abundant. This could be a warm bath, laughter, or a walk in nature. Do these things daily to shift your frequency to abundance. Chapter 4. The Art of Non-Resistance. What you resist persists. If you constantly push against obstacles, they push back. The Stoics taught that instead of resisting reality, you should flow with it. This is the essence of effortless manifestation. Resistance creates tension, and tension blocks the very things we seek. Instead of viewing obstacles as barriers, consider them as signals guiding you toward a more aligned path. The key is not to fight against difficulties, but to understand them and move with them, allowing solutions to emerge naturally. Think of a river encountering a rock. It does not try to push the rock out of the way. Instead, it flows around it, continuing on its journey without resistance. Similarly, when you learn to accept and adapt to challenges, you gain the ability to navigate life with greater ease and efficiency. Obstacles are not punishments, but opportunities for growth. The more you embrace this mindset, the more aligned you become with the universe's natural flow. When you resist something, you are giving it power over you. Resistance signals to the universe that you believe you must struggle to get what you want. Instead of resisting difficulties, view them as stepping stones leading you to a better version of yourself. Each challenge is a chance to refine your perspective and build resilience. Ask yourself, what can this moment teach me, rather than, why is this happening to me? If something is not going your way, ask yourself, how can I align with the flow? The universe always provides a path of least resistance, but most people fight against it, creating unnecessary struggles. Pay attention to recurring patterns in your life. Often, they are clues pointing toward a necessary shift in direction. When faced with setbacks, pause and reflect rather than react impulsively. Trust that redirections are often a blessing in disguise, leading you towards something even better than what you initially envisioned. Cultivating this perspective enables you to become an active participant in your own growth rather than a victim of circumstance. The act of surrendering is not about passivity, it is about intelligent adaptation. Learn to recognize when your efforts are creating friction instead of progress. Redirecting your energy to areas of least resistance can often yield far greater results than pushing against forces that do not align with your highest good. Life unfolds in a rhythm, and when you move with it, instead of against it, you find yourself in a state of effortless alignment. Learn to move with life, and your desires will manifest with ease. The less you resist, the more space you create for the things you truly want to come into your life effortlessly. True manifestation happens when you let go of control and trust the process. The universe is always guiding you if you're willing to listen and move with the current rather than against it. Resistance creates barriers, while surrender allows for natural progression. Letting go does not mean giving up. It means trusting that what is meant for you will find you at the right time. Every situation, no matter how uncertain it appears, is part of a larger, divine orchestration. The more you embrace uncertainty and release the need to micromanage every outcome, the more fluidly things will align in your favor. Imagine being in a river. If you panic and struggle against the current, you exhaust yourself and make little progress. But if you relax and trust the flow, you glide effortlessly toward your destination. A significant part of moving with life is learning to be adaptable. When circumstances change unexpectedly, instead of resisting, shift your perspective to see the opportunity within the transition. Each unexpected shift is a doorway to something greater than you might have initially planned. By embracing adaptability, you increase your resilience and open yourself to an expanded reality of possibilities. Learn to recognize signs from the universe. Opportunities, people, and events are often placed in your path as guidance. Pay attention to repeating patterns, coincidences, and intuitive nudges that encourage you to move in a particular direction. The more attuned you become to these signs, the more effortlessly you will move with life rather than against it. Embrace the present, flow with the changes, and trust that everything is unfolding perfectly for your highest good. Letting go is not a passive act, but an intentional practice of faith. It is about understanding that control is an illusion, and that the best outcomes often arise when we step back and allow life to unfold organically. Rather than forcing results, cultivate an attitude of deep trust in the universe's plan for you. Every day remind yourself that you are exactly where you need to be, and the more you trust, the more smoothly your path unfolds. This doesn't mean sitting idly by, but instead taking inspired actions that feel aligned while allowing the process to happen naturally. Life is not something to control. It is something to experience, to flow with, and to embrace in its entirety. Each moment presents an opportunity to surrender deeper, to trust more completely, and to allow abundance to come with ease. The more you surrender to life's natural rhythm, the more fulfilling and abundant it becomes. Think of nature. Trees do not strain to grow, rivers do not struggle to flow, and the sun does not force itself to shine. They simply exist in perfect harmony with the world around them. When you adopt this effortless state of being, life responds in kind, delivering opportunities, connections, and experiences that align with your highest good. By embracing patience, trust, and gratitude, you create space for limitless possibilities to manifest in ways beyond your imagination. Whenever you feel resistance, pause and ask, how can I allow this to unfold naturally? Take a deep breath and surrender to the flow. Chapter 5. The Role of Gratitude. Gratitude is the language of abundance. When you appreciate what you have, you send a powerful signal to the universe that you are ready for more. Complaining, on the other hand, tells the universe that you are focused on lack. By focusing on gratitude, you create an energy field that attracts even more positivity, abundance, and joy into your life. Gratitude is like a magnet, pulling more reasons to be grateful toward you, reinforcing the cycle of prosperity and fulfillment. Gratitude also shifts your energy instantly. It calms your nervous system, increases your frequency, and aligns you with your desires. When you take time to acknowledge and appreciate the good in your life, you cultivate an emotional state of contentment and peace. This emotional state becomes a magnet for greater things to come. The simple act of focusing on the positives in your life rewires your brain to notice and expect more blessings, turning gratitude into a powerful tool for effortless manifestation. Practicing gratitude daily enhances your perception, making you more attuned to the blessings already present. As you shift your awareness to the abundance surrounding you, your subconscious mind begins to accept abundance as your reality, which in turn attracts more opportunities and prosperity. Gratitude is not only about acknowledging material things, but also recognizing the beauty in experiences, relationships, and personal growth. It encourages you to live in the present, appreciating the journey instead of obsessing over the destination. Another powerful aspect of gratitude is that it helps dissolve feelings of fear and scarcity. When you focus on what you lack, you reinforce the belief that there is never enough. However, when you shift your attention to everything you already have, you foster a sense of sufficiency and trust in the universe. This trust opens the door for effortless manifestation. The universe responds to your faith by aligning your path with the resources, people, and opportunities that best serve your highest good. The practice of gratitude should be intentional and heartfelt. Instead of merely listing things you are grateful for, take a moment to feel deep appreciation. Visualize how each of these blessings enriches your life. By immersing yourself in these positive emotions, you amplify their impact and signal to the universe that you are in alignment with abundance. Writing in a gratitude journal, expressing appreciation to loved ones, and practicing mindful gratitude meditations can further enhance this alignment. A powerful way to deepen gratitude is to expand your awareness of small yet meaningful blessings in everyday life. The warmth of the sun on your skin, the sound of laughter, or the taste of a comforting meal. These are all manifestations of abundance that often go unnoticed. By recognizing and celebrating these micro moments of joy, you strengthen your connection to gratitude and attract even more positivity into your life. Consistently seeking and appreciating these small joys cultivates a mindset of abundance that becomes second nature over time. Additionally, gratitude enhances resilience. Life is full of unexpected twists and turns, but a person who consistently practices gratitude can navigate challenges with a greater sense of ease and optimism. Rather than being derailed by setbacks, they see each experience as an opportunity to learn and grow. Gratitude transforms obstacles into stepping stones, reinforcing the belief that everything happens for a reason and ultimately serves a higher purpose. When faced with adversity, practicing gratitude allows you to reframe difficulties as catalysts for personal evolution, helping you maintain faith even in uncertain times. Gratitude also creates a ripple effect, influencing not only your life, but also the lives of those around you. When you express appreciation sincerely, you inspire others to adopt the same mindset, fostering a collective sense of abundance and positivity. Simple acts like thanking someone genuinely, writing a heartfelt note, or acknowledging the kindness of a stranger contribute to a culture of gratitude that elevates the energy of everyone involved. The more you share gratitude, the more it multiplies and returns to you in unexpected ways. Ultimately, gratitude is a bridge between your current reality and the manifestations you desire. The more you cultivate it, the more effortlessly life will flow in your favor. Gratitude is not merely a practice but a way of being, an energetic state that aligns you with the abundance of the universe. Make it a daily habit, and watch as your world transforms into a reflection of all the beauty and abundance you choose to see. By committing to a lifestyle of gratitude, you will find that the more you appreciate, the more you receive, making gratitude the key to a truly abundant and joyful life. With gratitude as your foundation, you unlock an infinite well of possibilities, turning even the simplest moments into sources of profound joy and fulfillment. Every morning, write down 3 things you are grateful for. Feel the gratitude deeply in your heart as you write. Chapter 6. The Secret of Effortless Action. Action is important, but not all action is equal. Some people take massive action but get nowhere because their energy is frantic and misaligned. They push forward with stress and desperation, believing that effort alone guarantees results. However, action fueled by fear and urgency often creates more obstacles rather than bringing success. Others, however, take only a few strategic steps and see remarkable results because their energy is in alignment with their desires, allowing the universe to work in their favor. The key is inspired action. This means moving when it feels right, not forcing things out of fear or obligation. Inspired action is characterized by a sense of ease and excitement. It feels natural rather than burdensome. When you take action in a state of flow, things fall into place effortlessly and the path ahead becomes clearer. Inspired action is often accompanied by synchronicities, unexpected support, and a deep sense of knowing that you are on the right track. Moreover, inspired action is often a product of intuition rather than rigid planning. When you quiet your mind and trust your instincts, the right steps reveal themselves naturally. Instead of pushing forward with sheer willpower, allow yourself to pause, reflect, and feel what actions truly resonate with you. This ensures that your efforts are meaningful and directed toward long-term fulfillment rather than temporary solutions. The key is to cultivate an inner awareness of what feels aligned versus what feels forced. Another crucial aspect of inspired action is learning to recognize resistance versus misalignment. Sometimes taking action feels difficult because it requires growth, but other times it feels difficult because it is not the right step to take. Being able to differentiate between these two is key to making choices that align with your highest potential. Resistance often signals an opportunity for transformation, while misalignment is a sign that the action you are considering does not serve your greater purpose. When you cultivate a habit of inspired action, you eliminate unnecessary stress and maximize results. Instead of overexerting yourself with ineffective efforts, you move with precision and grace, trusting that each step taken in alignment will lead to your ultimate goal. Inspired action is often met with a sense of ease and flow, where opportunities seem to appear effortlessly and progress happens naturally. The universe rewards aligned effort, and the more you act with awareness and trust, the more seamlessly success follows. A key element of inspired action is developing an intrinsic sense of timing. Understanding when to act and when to wait allows you to optimize your energy and avoid burnout. Just as a gardener does not force a seed to sprout but nurtures it patiently, your actions should come from a place of confidence rather than urgency. Inspired action is about working in harmony with natural rhythms rather than against them. To deepen your practice of inspired action, reflect on the motivations behind your choices. Are you acting from a place of trust and alignment, or are you acting from fear of missing out? The more you attune yourself to the feeling of inspired action, the more you will notice the difference between forcing an outcome and allowing it to unfold. Pay attention to how your body feels when you make decisions. True alignment often comes with a sense of lightness and excitement, whereas forced actions feel heavy and restrictive. To cultivate this awareness further, start by regularly checking in with yourself before making a choice. Ask, am I acting from a place of confidence and trust, or am I acting from a place of fear and urgency? Developing this habit helps you make choices that align with your highest good, reducing wasted effort and stress. The more you practice, the easier it becomes to differentiate between reactive action and inspired action. The universe works in harmony with those who act in alignment with their highest truth, making every step you take one of purpose, clarity, and fulfillment. Inspired action does not always mean grand gestures. Sometimes it is the small, consistent steps that lead to profound change. Listening to your intuition and following through on those seemingly insignificant nudges can open doors you never anticipated. As you cultivate a practice of inspired action, you will find that your efforts are met with greater ease and effectiveness. Your life will begin to unfold with more synchronicity, guiding you toward paths and opportunities that align with your highest potential. The more you practice trusting your inner guidance, the more confidently you can navigate the uncertainties of life. The key is to trust that the right actions will present themselves at the right time, and by embracing this, you create a foundation for success that feels natural and fulfilling. Finally, acknowledge and celebrate your inspired actions, no matter how small they may seem. Every decision made in alignment strengthens your connection to your higher self and builds momentum for even greater opportunities. By trusting in inspired action, you step into a life where effort is balanced with ease and success flows naturally. Before taking action, ask yourself, does this feel right, or am I forcing it? Only move forward when it feels inspired. Chapter 7. The Power of Detachment. Detachment does not mean not caring, it means trusting deeply in the unfolding of life's perfect plan. When you detach, you release the need for control and allow life to evolve in the most optimal way possible. True detachment is an act of faith, one that acknowledges that the universe holds a greater wisdom than our limited perspectives can comprehend. Many people block their manifestations because they are too attached to a specific outcome. They narrow their focus so much that they fail to see the multitude of ways in which their desires can be fulfilled. The universe may have something even better in store, But by clinging too tightly to a predetermined vision, they close themselves off from unforeseen blessings. When you detach from rigid expectations, you make space for miracles and synchronicities to enter your life effortlessly. Detachment is not about giving up. It is about releasing the tension that comes from needing a particular result. It allows you to move forward with confidence, knowing that what is meant for you will always arrive at the perfect time. Instead of grasping, learn to receive. Instead of worrying, learn to trust. The energy of detachment brings freedom, peace, and an openness to endless possibilities. Write down your desire, then add, this or something better. Trust that the universe knows the best way to deliver it. Chapter 8. The Magic of Inner Peace. A chaotic mind creates a chaotic reality. If you want an effortless life, cultivate inner peace by consciously choosing thoughts that promote calmness and clarity. When your mind is still, your manifestations come faster because there is no resistance blocking them. The more you quiet the mental noise, the more open you become to receiving inspiration and guidance from the universe. Inner peace is not about avoiding challenges, but responding to them with calmness, patience, and a deep sense of awareness. It means recognizing that difficulties are part of growth, embracing them as lessons rather than burdens, and approaching them with resilience rather than fear. Instead of seeing obstacles as disruptions, view them as opportunities to refine your ability to remain composed and aligned with your highest self. The more relaxed you are, the more powerful your manifesting ability becomes. When you learn to cultivate inner peace, you shift your energy from a state of resistance to a state of allowance, making it easier for your desires to materialize. Inner peace allows you to stay present and centered, ensuring that you act from a place of wisdom rather than emotional turmoil. It grants you the clarity to differentiate between reaction and response, enabling you to navigate life with a sense of flow and ease. When you cultivate tranquility, life flows more smoothly, and the path to your desires becomes clearer and more effortless. A peaceful mind fosters a harmonious environment where creativity, intuition, and clarity thrive. This sense of inner calm creates a ripple effect, positively influencing not just your manifestations, but also your relationships, well-being, and overall sense of fulfillment. The practice of inner peace becomes a guiding force, allowing you to move through life with unwavering confidence, knowing that all things are aligning in your favor. Meditate for 5 minutes daily, focusing on your breath. With each exhale, release any stress or worry. Chapter 9. The Power of Imagination. Your subconscious mind does not know the difference between reality and imagination. When you vividly imagine something, your brain rewires itself to make it real. This is because the mind responds to imagery and emotions as if they were actual experiences. The stronger the visualization, the more your subconscious works to align your external reality with the images you hold in your mind. Your thoughts become the blueprint for the life you are building, and the more precise and emotionally charged your visualizations are, the more effectively they shape your future. The Stoics practiced premeditatio malorum, visualizing difficulties to prepare for them. This technique allowed them to develop resilience, ensuring they were mentally prepared for any challenge. You can use this same technique in reverse. Visualize success so deeply that your mind accepts it as reality. Imagine not only achieving your goals, but also experiencing the emotions, sensations, and confidence that come with success. The more detailed and immersive your visualization, the more powerful its effect. Picture yourself in the exact scenario you desire. Feel the triumph, the joy, and the relief that comes with accomplishment. Allow yourself to truly believe in this reality before it manifests. Beyond just seeing success, engage all your senses in the process. Feel the excitement of accomplishment. Hear the supportive words of those around you, and even imagine the scent of the environment where your success unfolds. Taste the sweetness of victory, touch the objects around you, and let the environment become vividly real in your mind. The deeper you go into this visualization, the more natural it becomes for your brain to bridge the gap between imagination and reality. Your subconscious will start working effortlessly to bring this vision to life, nudging you toward actions and decisions that align with your imagined success. To enhance the power of your visualization, practice it consistently. Make it a habit to visualize not only your desired outcomes, but also the journey leading up to them. See yourself overcoming challenges, staying confident, and gracefully handling setbacks. The more you train your mind to see success as inevitable, the more you naturally embody the habits and mindset required to make it a reality. Over time, this mental blueprint will translate into real-world results, shaping your life in ways beyond what you originally imagined. Additionally, repetition is key to deepening the effectiveness of visualization. Just as athletes mentally rehearse their performances before competing, you must integrate visualization into your daily routine. By engaging in morning and evening visualization exercises, you solidify the connection between your subconscious mind and your goals. As you repeat these images daily, your brain strengthens the neural pathways associated with success, making it second nature for you to act in alignment with your desires. Repetition allows the subconscious mind to accept the visualized reality as true, reinforcing the belief that you are already on the path to success. Another powerful technique to amplify your visualization practice is incorporating emotion-driven affirmations. As you visualize your success, verbally affirm your belief in its inevitability. Statements such as, "Where focus goes, opportunity flows," "I am living my dream life," "Success flows effortlessly to me," and "I am in perfect alignment with my goals," reinforce your visualized reality and program your subconscious mind for achievement. These affirmations act as reminders that your goals are attainable and that your subconscious is working in harmony with your desires. Pairing these statements with deep emotional conviction strengthens their impact, allowing you to rewire your thought patterns for positivity and abundance. Beyond affirmations, incorporate multisensory engagement into your visualization practice. Close your eyes and feel the textures, hear the sounds, and sense the emotions that accompany your success. If you are visualizing yourself standing on a stage giving a speech, imagine the warmth of the spotlight, the sound of applause, the crispness of your voice filling the room. When your visualization is rich with sensory details, your subconscious registers the experience as real, further accelerating the manifestation process. Finally, enhance your visualization sessions with physical actions. Engage in symbolic gestures that anchor your imagination to reality. For instance, if you are visualizing yourself confidently delivering a speech, practice standing tall, using hand gestures, and speaking affirmations aloud as though you were already there. This physical reinforcement further convinces your subconscious that your desired future is not just a dream, but an unfolding reality. Take real-world steps that align with your visualizations, such as preparing an outline for your speech or practicing in front of a mirror to reinforce the belief that you are actively stepping into your future. The more you integrate visualization with action, the more seamlessly your mental blueprint transforms into tangible success. Make visualization an immersive practice, one that not only engages your mind, but also influences your emotions and behavior. When you combine visualization with belief, action, and sensory immersion, you create an unstoppable momentum that propels you toward your dreams with ease and certainty. Spend 5 minutes daily visualizing your desires in rich detail. Feel the emotions as if they are already happening. Chapter 10. The final key: trust the process. All manifestation comes down to trust. If you plant a seed and dig it up every day to check if it's growing, it will never sprout. The same applies to your desires. If you constantly worry about when and how they will manifest, you create resistance that slows the process. Instead, trust, surrender, and allow them to unfold naturally in divine timing. The universe has its own pace, and when you align with its rhythm rather than forcing your own, things happen more smoothly and in ways beyond your expectations. Learning to trust the process allows you to step into a state of ease, where everything flows toward you rather than feeling like an uphill struggle. Trust is an essential component of manifestation, one that allows you to receive rather than chase. Trusting the process does not mean being passive. It means being aligned with the flow of life. It requires an unshakable belief that everything is happening for your highest good, even when the evidence is not yet visible. Trust is the key that unlocks infinite possibilities, allowing you to move forward with a sense of peace rather than anxiety. When you trust, you eliminate the greatest block to manifestation: doubt. Doubt introduces uncertainty and mixed signals to the universe, disrupting the energy of your desires. The more you believe with unwavering faith, the more effortlessly your manifestations take shape. When trust becomes your foundation, you operate with a sense of knowing rather than hoping, shifting your vibration to match the outcome you seek. You become a living embodiment of your desires, naturally drawing them into your life with ease and certainty. Faith is the bridge between the unseen and the seen. It allows you to walk confidently toward your dreams, even when there is no immediate proof of their arrival. True trust is demonstrated in moments of uncertainty, when you choose to remain calm, knowing that the universe is orchestrating events in your favor. Instead of reacting with fear or impatience, remind yourself that delays are not denials. They are often recalibrations, ensuring that what you receive aligns perfectly with your true needs and aspirations. Just like a river flowing toward the ocean, trust allows you to move with life rather than against it, opening pathways that would otherwise remain hidden. The more you trust, the more receptive you become to the hidden forces working behind the scenes to bring your desires into reality. Every great creator, visionary, and leader has relied on faith to bring their dreams to life. Manifestation is not just about visualizing what you want. It is about releasing expectations, remaining patient, and knowing deep within that everything is unfolding exactly as it should. The more you practice trust, the more you build resilience and emotional stability, which in turn strengthens your ability to receive and manifest with ease. The universe responds to those who hold firm in their faith, rewarding them with unexpected blessings and opportunities beyond their imagination. When you trust the process, you align yourself with the very energy of abundance, allowing life to deliver experiences far greater than you originally planned. This alignment makes you a powerful co-creator with the universe, effortlessly drawing to you the people, resources, and opportunities necessary to fulfill your highest potential. To cultivate deeper trust, practice surrender daily. This means releasing the need for control and allowing the universe to surprise you in ways beyond your imagination. Trusting the unseen forces at work does not mean idly waiting, but actively aligning your mindset and energy with the belief that all things are unfolding for your highest good. Instead of fixating on a single outcome, hold space for infinite possibilities, knowing that what is meant for you cannot miss you. When you trust, you shift your frequency from scarcity to abundance, from fear to faith. This act of surrender not only removes tension from your manifestation process, but also brings a profound sense of inner peace. The more you trust, the more effortlessly your desires materialize. Detachment does not mean giving up. It means stepping back with confidence, knowing that the universe is always working on your behalf. It means embracing divine timing, understanding that sometimes delays are simply redirections towards something greater than you initially imagined. Just as a river does not resist the bends and curves of its journey, but flows naturally toward its destination, so too should you allow life to unfold without force. One of the most powerful practices to deepen trust is to reflect on past experiences where things worked out even better than you had planned. Often, when looking back, you realize that the moments of waiting, uncertainty, or even setbacks were actually leading you to something far greater. Recognizing these patterns helps reinforce trust in the present moment. When you acknowledge that life has always had a way of resolving itself in your favor, you strengthen your ability to trust in the unseen. It is in hindsight that we often see how delays were not denials, but divine realignments guiding us toward an outcome even more fulfilling than we initially envisioned. Another way to strengthen trust is through mindfulness and gratitude. By appreciating what is already unfolding in your life, you cultivate the awareness that you are always supported, even when you can't yet see the full picture. Practicing mindfulness allows you to detach from worries about the future and embrace the abundance of the present. The more you focus on what is going right, the more you train your mind to seek and expect positive outcomes. Gratitude serves as a bridge between the present moment and the future you desire. The more you express gratitude, the more aligned you become with the flow of abundance, making it easier to attract new blessings effortlessly. Trust is not just about patience, it is about surrendering the need for certainty. Instead of constantly searching for reassurance, practice stepping into the unknown with confidence. Trust that even when things appear unclear, they are still moving in perfect alignment for your highest good. Learning to embrace the unknown is a skill that strengthens your connection to divine timing. The more comfortable you become with uncertainty, the more you release resistance and allow the universe to orchestrate events in ways beyond your imagination. By embracing trust fully, you transform from a seeker of manifestations into a magnet for abundance, effortlessly attracting the life you desire. Trust is a state of allowing, an inner knowing that all is well even before evidence appears. The more you embody a state of trust, the more seamlessly the universe aligns circumstances to match your energy, making manifestation feel effortless and inevitable. Trust shifts your vibration from one of desperation to one of certainty, and certainty creates alignment. This is the key to becoming an energetic match for your desires, living in the energy of already having rather than waiting for external validation. The ultimate realization is this: the universe always delivers, and your only task is to trust, relax, and remain open to receiving what is already on its way. The more you align yourself with the energy of trust, the more you eliminate resistance and make space for miracles. When you no longer demand a specific timeline or outcome, you create the perfect conditions for manifestation to unfold naturally. Trust, when fully embodied, is the final step in allowing everything you desire to come into your life with ease. Every time you feel doubt creeping in, repeat the affirmation: "Everything is unfolding perfectly for me." When you combine all these lessons, you unlock the ability to manifest effortlessly, relax, align, and trust. Everything you desire is already on its way.
Have you ever felt like a lone warrior on a battlefield, surrounded by challenges that seem insurmountable? Heartbreaks that pierce like arrows, doubts that cloud your vision like a thick fog? Life can feel like a relentless war, each hardship a new adversary threatening to bring you to your knees. But what if these very battles are the forge that tempers your spirit into unbreakable steel? Throughout history, great warriors and conquerors like Alexander the Great have demonstrated the incredible power of an iron mind. Facing overwhelming odds, navigating treacherous terrains, and confronting formidable foes, Alexander led his armies across vast, uncharted territories. His unwavering focus and mental fortitude not only conquered lands but also transcended the limitations others imposed upon him. He embodied the essence of a warrior who, despite the chaos around him, remained steadfast in purpose and unshakable in resolve. Imagine standing tall amidst the chaos, your inner fire burning brighter with each challenge, your resolve sharpening like a well-honed blade. The Stoics believed that every obstacle is an opportunity to strengthen our minds and spirits, to become not just survivors but victors in the grand arena of life. They teach us that the power to overcome doesn't come from avoiding struggle, but from facing it head-on with courage and wisdom. This is your call to arms, to seize control of your destiny and unlock the secret power of an iron mind. Together we'll delve into timeless strategies used by warriors of philosophy and action alike, transforming trials into stepping stones and pain into purpose. It's time to don your armor, steady your gaze, and step onto the battlefield of life with confidence and determination. The world may challenge you, but with the right mindset, you are unstoppable. Are you ready to awaken the warrior within and claim the victory that is yours to take? Lesson 1. Forging the unbreakable mind, embracing adversity as a catalyst. Have you ever wondered what it takes to develop a mind so strong that nothing can shake your inner peace? What if the secret lies not in avoiding challenges, but in embracing them? The Stoics believed that adversity is the forge where the iron mind is crafted. By confronting obstacles head-on, we transform ourselves, much like raw iron is transformed into steel through intense heat and pressure. As Seneca, one of the great Stoics, once said, "Difficulties strengthen the mind, as labor does the body." Could it be that the very challenges we dread are the key to unlocking our inner strength? Imagine you're a sailor navigating the tumultuous seas. The storm doesn't hinder you. It hones your skills, making you a more adept navigator. The Stoics saw life in the same light. They taught that every hardship is an opportunity to cultivate resilience and wisdom. Modern Stoic philosopher Ryan Holiday echoes this in his book, The Obstacle is the Way, suggesting that the impediments we face can become the path itself. Isn't it empowering to think that each hurdle is not a blockade but a stepping stone toward personal growth? But how do we shift our mindset to see adversity in this empowering light? The Stoics recommend reframing our perceptions. Instead of viewing challenges as threats, we can see them as tests of our character. Epictetus taught, "It's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters." By controlling our responses, we maintain our inner equilibrium. Ask yourself, when faced with a difficulty, do you see a dead end or a door waiting to be opened? To cultivate the secret power of an iron mind in daily life, start by embracing small challenges intentionally. Set goals that push your boundaries and step out of your comfort zone regularly. Practice mindfulness to remain present and centered when difficulties arise. Journaling can also be a powerful tool. Write down the challenges you face and reflect on how they contribute to your growth. Could keeping a challenge journal help you see patterns and progress in your resilience? In embracing adversity as a catalyst, we begin to forge an unbreakable mind. The Stoics teach us that our true power lies not in changing external events but in mastering our internal responses. So the next time you encounter a stumbling block, consider this. Is this an obstacle? Or is it the way forward? Remember, just as iron sharpens iron, so too does challenge refine the mind. Will you let life's storms strengthen your resolve? Lesson 2. The alchemy of thoughts, transmuting negativity into strength. Have you ever considered that your mind might hold the secret formula to turn life's lead into gold? What if every negative thought was just raw material waiting to be transformed into a pillar of strength? The Stoics believed that our minds are like alchemists' crucibles, capable of transmuting adversity into empowerment. Just as a blacksmith uses fire to forge unbreakable steel, we can use challenges to refine our character. Modern Stoic philosopher Massimo Pigliucci reminds us that we are what we repeatedly do, suggesting that by mastering our thoughts, we master our lives. Isn't it time we harness this inner alchemy to craft an iron mind? Picture your thoughts as seeds in a vast garden. Some grow into flowers that uplift, while others become weeds that hinder growth. The Stoics taught that we have the power to cultivate our mental garden, choosing which seeds to nurture. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "The soul becomes dyed with the color of its thoughts." By consciously selecting positive and empowering thoughts, we paint our inner world with hues of strength and serenity. Have you been watering weeds or flowers in the garden of your mind? But how do we become skilled gardeners of our own thoughts? The Stoics advocated for mindfulness and self-awareness as the tools for this inner cultivation. Imagine standing at the edge of a calm lake, watching ripples fade into stillness. By observing our thoughts without judgment, we can identify negative patterns and gently redirect them. Epictetus advised, "First say to yourself what you would be, and then do what you have to do." Could adopting this mindful approach help you transform negativity into a source of power? To practice this alchemy in daily life, begin by keeping a thought journal. Each time a negative thought arises, write it down and challenge its validity. Replace it with a positive affirmation or a constructive perspective. Engage in activities that promote mental clarity, such as meditation or yoga, to strengthen your ability to observe and manage your thoughts. Additionally, surround yourself with people and environments that foster positivity and growth. What practical steps can you take today to start transmuting your thoughts into strength? In embracing the alchemy of thoughts, we unlock the secret power of an iron mind. The Stoics teach us that by mastering our inner dialogue, we not only change ourselves, but also the world we experience. Just as the phoenix rises renewed from its own ashes, we too can emerge stronger from the flames of our challenges. So the next time negativity knocks at your door, ask yourself, will you let it consume you, or will you transform it into fuel for your journey? Remember, the choice is yours, and the power has always been within you. Are you ready to become the alchemist of your own destiny? Lesson 3. The Echo of Eternity, Embracing Mortality to Empower the Mind. Have you ever pondered what it truly means to live fully in each moment? What if the secret to an unshakable mind lies in embracing the finite nature of our existence? The Stoics believed that by acknowledging the inevitability of death, we unlock a profound appreciation for life itself. Imagine life as a sandcastle on the shore, beautiful yet temporary, each grain of sand a precious moment. Marcus Aurelius advised, "You could leave life right now. Let that determine what you do and say and think." Could it be that by facing the echo of eternity, we fortify our minds against fear and regret? Consider the stars that glitter in the night sky. They are distant suns, many of which have already burned out, yet their light continues to travel across the cosmos, reaching us years after they've gone. The Stoics taught that our lives are like these stars, brief in the grand tapestry of the universe, yet impactful. By embracing our mortality, we shine brighter in the time we have. Modern Stoic thinker William B. Irvine suggests that reflecting on our impermanence can lead to greater joy and fulfillment. Have you ever thought about how acknowledging the end can enhance your present? But how does contemplating mortality strengthen the iron mind? The Stoics believed that when we accept death as a natural part of life, we free ourselves from the chains of anxiety and fear. It's like a bird soaring above the clouds, unburdened by the weight of the world below. Seneca wrote, "He who fears death will never do anything worthy of a man who is alive." By shedding the fear of the inevitable, we gain the courage to live authentically and purposefully. What would you do differently if you weren't afraid of the end? To cultivate this secret power in daily life, begin by practicing the Stoic exercise of memento mori, which means, remember you must die. This isn't meant to be morbid, but to serve as a gentle reminder to cherish each moment. Set aside time each day to reflect on the transient nature of life, perhaps during a quiet walk or while journaling. Write down 3 things you're grateful for and consider how fleeting they might be. This practice can heighten your appreciation and focus your mind on what truly matters. How might embracing this perspective transform your daily actions and decisions? In embracing the echo of eternity, we harness a secret power that strengthens the iron mind. The Stoics teach us that by facing our mortality, we strip away trivialities and align ourselves with our deepest values. Life becomes not a race against time, but a dance within it, each step deliberate and meaningful. So, ask yourself, are you merely counting the days, or are you making the days count? Remember, the sands of time slip through everyone's fingers, but it's how we mold them that defines our legacy. Will you let the awareness of life's brevity empower you to live more fully today? Lesson 4. The Silent Fortress, Building Your Inner Citadel Amidst the Storm. Have you ever felt like a small ship tossed about in a raging sea, searching desperately for a safe harbor within yourself? What if I told you that the Stoics believed we each have the power to construct an unassailable fortress inside our minds, a silent citadel impervious to the chaos of the outside world? The Stoics taught that by building this inner stronghold, fortified with reason and virtue, we can remain unshaken no matter how fierce the storms of life become. Seneca, one of the great Stoic philosophers, proclaimed, "A wise man is safe, not because he has walls of stone around him, but because he has the fortifications of reason and virtue." Imagine possessing a sanctuary so secure that no external turmoil can penetrate it. Could it be that by cultivating this inner citadel, we unlock the secret power of an iron mind? Picture your mind as a majestic castle perched atop a hill, overlooking the landscapes of your life. The walls are not made of stone and mortar, but of your principles, values, and wisdom. The Stoics believed that this inner fortress is our true home, a place we can retreat to for solace and strength. Marcus Aurelius wrote extensively about this concept, stating, "Nowhere can man find a quieter or more untroubled retreat than in his own soul." By nurturing this internal refuge, we create a space where peace prevails, regardless of the storms raging outside. Have you considered that the key to tranquility might lie not in changing your environment, but in fortifying your inner world? But how do we begin the construction of this silent fortress? The Stoics emphasized the importance of daily practices that strengthen our mental resilience. They advocated for the cultivation of virtues, wisdom, courage, justice, and temperance, as the building blocks of our inner citadel. Modern Stoic philosopher Massimo Pigliucci suggests that by consistently practicing these virtues, we reinforce our mental defenses. Think of each virtuous act as laying another brick in your fortress, each moment of self-discipline as reinforcing the gates against intrusion. The Stoics taught that we must be vigilant architects of our minds, carefully selecting the materials we use to build. Are you choosing thoughts and actions that strengthen your fortress, or are you unwittingly allowing weak points in your defenses? To cultivate this secret power in daily life, start by setting aside time each day for self-reflection and mindfulness, much like an engineer assessing the integrity of a structure. Engage in meditation to become aware of your thoughts and emotions, observing them without judgment. This awareness allows you to identify areas where your defenses might be lacking. Journaling can serve as a blueprint for your construction efforts. Write about your successes in practicing virtue, as well as the challenges you face. Additionally, surround yourself with influences that support your building efforts. Read philosophical texts, engage in meaningful conversations, and seek out mentors who exemplify the virtues you wish to embody. What practical steps can you take today to lay the next stone in your inner citadel? In constructing your silent fortress, you embrace the wisdom of the Stoics, creating an unshakable foundation for an iron mind. This inner citadel becomes not just a refuge but a vantage point from which you can view life's challenges with clarity and composure. Epictetus taught, "No man is free who is not master of himself." By fortifying your mind, you gain mastery over your inner world, rendering external chaos powerless over your peace. The Stoics remind us that true strength comes from within, and that by building our inner fortress, we equip ourselves to face any adversity. So I ask you, Will you commit to being the architect of your own mental stronghold, to unlocking the secret power of an iron mind? Remember, the most formidable fortresses are not built overnight, but through consistent effort and dedication. Are you ready to dwell securely within your silent fortress, impervious to the storms of fate? Lesson 5. The Symphony of Control. Mastering emotions through inner harmony. Have you ever felt as though your emotions are like a wild orchestra, each instrument playing its own tune, creating a cacophony instead of a symphony? What if the secret to an iron mind lies in becoming the conductor of this inner orchestra, harmonizing your emotions to create a masterpiece of serenity and strength? The Stoics believed that by mastering our emotions, we could achieve a state of inner equilibrium that empowers us to face any of life's challenges with grace. Seneca once said, "He who is brave is free." By taking command of our emotional responses, we liberate ourselves from the turmoil that often clouds our judgment. Could it be that the key to unlocking the secret power of an iron mind is found in orchestrating our inner symphony? Imagine your mind as a grand concert hall, where emotions are the musicians awaiting your direction. The Stoics taught that emotions themselves are not the enemy. Rather, it's our lack of control over them that leads to discord. Like a seasoned conductor, we must understand each instrument, anger, fear, joy, sadness, and know when to bring them forth or quiet them down. Modern Stoic philosopher Donald Robertson emphasizes the importance of emotional resilience, stating, "Stoicism doesn't seek to suppress emotions, but to transform them through rational understanding." Have you been allowing your emotions to control the performance? Or are you ready to take up the baton and lead? But how do we begin to conduct this complex orchestra within us? The Stoics recommended the practice of rational examination of our emotions. It's akin to tuning each instrument before the performance. We must understand the source and nature of each feeling. Marcus Aurelius advised, "Reject your sense of injury, and the injury itself disappears." By questioning the validity of our emotional reactions, we can dismantle irrational responses and foster a balanced state of mind. Think of it as adjusting the tempo and dynamics of your inner music, ensuring that each emotion contributes positively to the overall harmony. Are you prepared to engage in this introspective process to refine your emotional symphony? To cultivate this secret power in daily life, start by observing your emotional responses without judgment. When you feel a strong emotion arising, pause and take a few deep breaths. Ask yourself what triggered this feeling and whether it's based on rational grounds. Practice cognitive distancing by viewing the situation from an outsider's perspective, much like a conductor listens to the orchestra as a whole rather than getting lost in a single instrument. Additionally, engage in activities that promote emotional regulation, such as mindfulness meditation or journaling. Write down your feelings and analyze them logically, identifying patterns and areas for improvement. What practical steps can you take today to become the master conductor of your emotional orchestra? In embracing the symphony of control, we align ourselves with the Stoic pursuit of inner harmony, unlocking the secret power of an iron mind. By mastering our emotions, we transform potential chaos into a source of strength and resilience. It's like turning dissonance into a beautiful melody that inspires and uplifts. Epictetus taught, "No man is free who is not master of himself." By conducting our inner orchestra with wisdom and compassion, we achieve the freedom to live authentically and purposefully. So I ask you, will you take up the conductor's baton and lead your emotions toward harmony and strength? Remember, the power to create your own symphony lies within you. Are you ready to compose the masterpiece of your life with the steady hand of an iron mind? Lesson 6. The Mirror of Intentions, Aligning Actions with Inner Values. Have you ever gazed into a mirror and questioned whether the person staring back truly embodies your deepest values? What if the secret to an iron mind lies in harmonizing your actions with your inner convictions? The Stoics believed that integrity is the bedrock of mental resilience. Just as a compass always points north, aligning our deeds with our principles ensures we navigate life with purpose and clarity. Modern Stoic philosopher Sharon Labelle echoes this sentiment, saying, "Your choices are your character." Could it be that by reflecting our true selves in our actions, we unlock a profound inner strength. Imagine your life as a finely tuned instrument. When each string, representing your actions and values, is in harmony, the music you create resonates with authenticity and power. But if even one string is out of tune, the melody falters. The Stoics taught that discord between our inner beliefs and outer actions leads to inner turmoil. Epictetus advised, "First say to yourself what you would be, and then do what you have to do." By ensuring our actions mirror our intentions, we compose a symphony of integrity. Are you playing in harmony with your true self, or is there a dissonance that needs addressing? But how do we achieve this alignment between action and intention? The Stoics recommended regular self-examination and honesty, much like polishing a mirror to achieve a clear reflection. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "Waste no more time arguing about what a good man should be. Be one." This means taking responsibility for our choices and ensuring they stem from our authentic values, not external pressures or fleeting desires. Think of it as crafting a masterpiece. Every brushstroke, action, should contribute to the overall vision, your values. Have you defined the vision that guides your life's masterpiece? To cultivate this secret power in daily life, begin by identifying your core values, those principles that are non-negotiable to you. Write them down and reflect on them regularly. When making decisions, pause and ask yourself whether your choice aligns with these values. Practice mindfulness to stay present and aware of your actions throughout the day. Engage in honest conversations with yourself, acknowledging when you stray from your path and gently steering yourself back. Additionally, surround yourself with individuals who support and reflect your commitment to living authentically. What practical steps can you take today to ensure your actions are a true reflection of your inner convictions? In embracing the mirror of intentions, we unlock the secret power of an iron mind. The Stoics teach us that when our actions align with our values, we stand firm against life's tempests, unshaken by external chaos. It's like a tree with deep roots. No matter how strong the wind blows, it remains steadfast. Seneca taught, "To live with the gods is to show them a soul faithful to their design." By living authentically, we not only honor ourselves but also contribute positively to the world around us. So, I ask you, will you take the time to polish your inner mirror, allowing your true self to shine through your actions? Remember, the power to live in harmony with your values lies within you. Are you ready to reflect your authentic self in every choice you make? Lesson 7. The Flowing River, Embracing Change to Strengthen the Iron Mind. Have you ever stood beside a river and watched how effortlessly it adapts to the contours of the land, flowing over rocks and around obstacles without losing its essence? What if the secret to an iron mind lies in emulating this fluidity, embracing change rather than resisting it? The Stoics believed that change is the only constant in life, and by accepting this, we can navigate the currents of existence with grace and resilience. As Heraclitus famously said, "No man ever steps in the same river twice, for it's not the same river, and he's not the same man." Could it be that by flowing with life's changes, we unlock a hidden strength within ourselves? Imagine your life as a grand river, starting as a small stream and gaining momentum as it travels toward the vast ocean. Along the way, it encounters boulders, fallen trees, and narrow passages. Yet it doesn't stop. It adapts and continues its journey. The Stoics taught that we, too, must be like the river, understanding that obstacles are not roadblocks, but part of the natural course. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "Accept whatever comes to you woven in the pattern of your destiny, for what could more aptly fit your needs?" Have you been fighting against the current, or are you ready to let go and embrace the flow of life? But how do we cultivate this ability to adapt and remain steadfast amid change? The Stoics emphasize the importance of flexibility in thought and action, much like a tree that bends with the wind to avoid breaking. Seneca advised, "A happy life is one which is in accordance with its own nature." This means recognizing that change is inherent in our existence, and that resistance only leads to unnecessary suffering. Think of a sailor who adjusts his sails to the shifting winds. By adapting, he harnesses the very force that could have hindered him. Are you willing to adjust your sails to navigate the unpredictable seas of life? To practice this secret power in daily life, begin by embracing mindfulness and staying present in each moment. When faced with unexpected changes, pause and take a deep breath. Acknowledge your initial reactions, but then consider how you can adapt constructively. Engage in activities that encourage flexibility, such as yoga or improvisational art, which train your mind and body to adjust gracefully. Additionally, reflect on past experiences where change led to growth, reminding yourself that adaptability has served you before. What practical steps can you take today to become more like the flowing river, turning potential obstacles into opportunities? In embracing the flowing river within, we tap into the Stoic wisdom that teaches us to find strength and adaptability. The Stoics understood that rigidity leads to brittleness, while flexibility fosters resilience. Modern Stoic philosopher Ryan Holiday echoes this in his work, stating, "The obstacle in the path becomes the path." Never forget, within every obstacle is an opportunity to improve our condition. By accepting and adapting to change, we fortify our iron mind, ready to face whatever life brings. So I ask you, will you choose to flow with life's currents, transforming challenges into catalysts for growth? Remember, the river doesn't fear change, it thrives because of it. Are you prepared to let go of resistance and embrace the transformative power of adaptability? Lesson 8. The Flame of Fate, Igniting Inner Strength. Have you ever wondered what it would feel like to embrace every twist and turn of your life with open arms, even the ones that scorch and sear? What if the secret power of an iron mind lies in not just accepting your fate, but loving it passionately? The Stoics introduced the concept of amor fati, the love of one's fate, viewing life's challenges as fuel for the inner fire. Imagine your life as a phoenix, a mythical bird that is reborn from its own ashes, stronger and more radiant each time. Friedrich Nietzsche, inspired by Stoic philosophy, declared, "My formula for greatness in a human being is amor fati, that one wants nothing to be different." Could it be that by igniting the flame of fate within us, we transform every experience into a source of inner strength? Picture yourself walking through a dense forest, where each path is uncertain and filled with both beauty and peril. The Stoics believed that every trail we encounter is the one we are meant to walk, each step weaving the tapestry of our destiny. Marcus Aurelius advised, "Accept whatever comes to you woven in the pattern of your destiny, for what could more aptly fit your needs?" By embracing amor fati, we cease battling the underbrush and start appreciating the journey, thorns and all. Have you been resisting the paths laid before you, or are you ready to walk them with courage and love? But how do we cultivate this profound love for our fate, especially when faced with hardship? The Stoics suggested that we reframe our perspective, seeing obstacles not as hindrances, but as integral parts of our story. It's like viewing life as a grand novel, where every plot twist adds depth and richness to the narrative. Modern Stoic philosopher Ryan Holiday writes in The Obstacle is the Way, the obstacle in the path becomes the path. Never forget, within every obstacle is an opportunity to improve our condition. By recognizing that each challenge shapes us, we kindle the flame that forges an iron mind. Can you begin to see your struggles as the very elements that make your story worth telling? To harness amor fati in daily life, start by practicing gratitude for all experiences, not just the pleasant ones. Keep a journal where you note down not only what went well, but also the challenges you faced, and reflect on what each has taught you. When something unwelcome happens, pause and say to yourself, "This too is part of my journey." Engage in mindfulness exercises to stay present, allowing you to accept each moment as it unfolds. Surround yourself with stories of individuals who turned adversity into triumph, drawing inspiration from their ability to love their fate. What practical steps can you take today to fan the flames of amor fati within you? In embracing the flame of fate, we unlock the secret power of an iron mind, one that thrives not in spite of challenges but because of them. The Stoics teach us that by loving our fate, we transform into alchemists, turning every experience into gold. It's like standing in the midst of a storm and feeling not fear, but exhilaration, knowing that the winds are propelling you forward. Epictetus encouraged, "Don't demand that things happen as you wish, but wish that they happen as they do happen, and you will go on well." So I ask you, will you choose to ignite the flame of amor fati within you, embracing your destiny with passion and strength? Remember, the fire that can forge iron into steel lies within your grasp. Are you ready to love your fate and in doing so, unlock the boundless potential of your iron mind? Lesson 9. The Paradox of Plenty. Finding freedom in simplicity. Have you ever felt weighed down by the very things that were supposed to bring you joy? What if the secret power of an iron mind lies not in acquiring more, but in desiring less? The Stoics believed that true wealth comes from contentment, not abundance. Imagine your life as a ship sailing the open sea. The more cargo you accumulate, the more burdened and sluggish your journey becomes. Epictetus wisely noted, "Wealth consists not in having great possessions but in having few wants." Could it be that by embracing simplicity, we unlock a profound freedom that strengthens our inner resolve? Picture a garden overflowing with plants, so crowded that no single flower can fully bloom. The Stoics taught that when we clutter our lives with excess desires and possessions, we suffocate our true selves. Seneca observed, "It is not the man who has too little, but the man who craves more, that is poor." By pruning away unnecessary wants, we make space for growth, allowing our spirits to flourish. Have you considered that the relentless pursuit of more might actually be hindering your happiness and peace? But how do we navigate a world that constantly urges us to acquire and consume? The Stoics recommended cultivating a mindset of sufficiency, much like a traveler who carries only what is essential for the journey. Modern Stoic philosopher Massimo Pigliucci emphasizes the value of focusing on what truly matters, stating, "By wanting less, we are likely to get what we need." This doesn't mean rejecting all pleasures, but discerning which ones enrich our lives and which ones distract us from our purpose. Are you ready to reevaluate your desires and determine what genuinely contributes to your well-being? To practice this secret power in daily life, start by conducting a personal inventory of your possessions and aspirations. Ask yourself whether each item or goal aligns with your core values and contributes to your inner peace. Consider adopting minimalism in areas where excess has become overwhelming, donating or discarding what no longer serves you. When faced with the temptation to acquire more, pause and reflect on whether it fulfills a true need or a fleeting want. Additionally, practice gratitude by acknowledging and appreciating what you already have. What practical steps can you take today to lighten your load and embrace the freedom of simplicity? In embracing the paradox of plenty, we tap into the Stoic wisdom that teaches us less can indeed be more. By shedding unnecessary desires, we unburden our minds and strengthen our inner fortitude. It's like climbing a mountain. The lighter your pack, the higher and faster you can ascend. Epictetus encouraged, "He is a wise man who does not grieve for the things which he has not, but rejoices for those which he has." So I ask you, will you choose to lay down the weight of excess and discover the liberation that comes with simplicity? Remember, the secret power of an iron mind is often found not in addition, but in subtraction. Are you prepared to find freedom in wanting less, and in doing so, unlock the boundless potential within you? Lesson 10. The Stoic Sage. Embodying the iron mind in every moment. Have you ever imagined what it would be like to live each moment with unwavering clarity and purpose, as if you were the calm eye at the center of life's storm? What if the ultimate secret to an iron mind is not just knowing Stoic principles, but embodying them so fully that they become the very essence of who you are? The Stoics believed that wisdom is not merely an intellectual pursuit, but a lived experience, a transformation of the soul. Picture yourself as a towering oak tree, whose roots delve deep into the earth's core, unshaken by the fiercest winds. Modern Stoic philosopher William Irvine suggests, "Stoicism is a philosophy of life that maximizes positive emotions, reduces negative emotions, and allows individuals to focus on what they can control. Could it be that by becoming a Stoic sage, you unlock the limitless potential of your iron mind? Imagine walking through a bustling city, chaos swirling around you, honking cars, rushing crowds, flashing lights, yet you move with deliberate grace, untouched by the frenzy. The Stoics taught that true mastery comes from within, that peace is not the absence of external disturbances, but the presence of inner tranquility. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "Nowhere can man find a quieter or more untroubled retreat than in his own soul." By internalizing Stoic virtues, we become like a lighthouse, our wisdom casting light into the darkest nights. Have you considered that the path to such serenity lies in consistently practicing and embodying these timeless teachings? But how do we transition from understanding Stoic concepts to living them authentically every day? The Stoics advised relentless practice and self-discipline, much like an athlete who trains daily to excel. Epictetus counseled, "Don't explain your philosophy, embody it." This means integrating Stoic principles into every action, thought, and decision until they become second nature. Modern philosopher Massimo Pigliucci encourages the use of daily exercises and reflections to embed Stoic wisdom into our lives. Think of it as forging a sword. Repeated heating and hammering make the blade strong and resilient. Are you prepared to commit to this continuous process of self-forging? To cultivate this secret power in daily life, begin by establishing a routine of Stoic practices. Start each day with a morning meditation, setting intentions grounded in virtue and reason. Throughout the day, apply the dichotomy of control by focusing on what you can influence and accepting what you cannot. Use obstacles as opportunities to exercise patience, courage, and wisdom, reinforcing your iron mind. In the evening, engage in reflective journaling, assessing your actions and thoughts against Stoic ideals. Surround yourself with a community of like-minded individuals or mentors who exemplify Stoic living. What practical steps can you take today to embody the Stoic sage within you? In embracing the role of the Stoic sage, you unlock the ultimate secret power of an iron mind, living each moment with purpose, clarity, and unwavering inner strength. The Stoics teach us that wisdom is not a destination, but a lifelong journey of self-improvement and mindful action. It's like crafting a masterpiece. Each brushstroke, no matter how small, contributes to the beauty of the whole. Seneca reminded us, "As is a tale, so is life. Not how long it is, but how good it is what matters." So I ask you, will you choose to not just learn about Stoicism, but to live it fully, becoming a beacon of strength and serenity in the world? Remember, the power to embody the iron mind lies within your daily choices and actions. Are you ready to step into the shoes of the Stoic sage and let your life be the ultimate expression of wisdom?